Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to try to find a place for all this stuff. One of the first things I need to do is get this door sealed up. It actually did not get very much water in there. It rained pretty hard yesterday, and a little bit of water that went in went out the other edge, so that's real good. What I need to do first is trim this off. That's just collecting water, but that's going to be the patch for that door. What I'm going to do is trim it real close to this board and then put these staples in it, and I'll trim it way back there. I don't want any place where water can collect, and hopefully this is going to continue to work as good as it has already. There's a bit of water right there. You can see a few drops here and there, but that's coming through these holes right here. So I think I'm going to tape those off on the outside, but that's not a real big priority right now. The big priority right now is get this trimmed off and let it dry for a while. But while it's drying, I can start filling this thing. I got pretty much done today. Got the shade cloth in, got this thing completely waterproof, got that door sealed up, got all these these holes sealed up, got this edge trimmed off. Those ground anchors, or the staples, would not go in this ground, so I just folded it over and then cut this end flush because the water is going to have to come out this way. So now that this is all ready, it shouldn't take very long to fill it, especially with all this stuff that's right here. Cindy and I have been waiting for this to dry. It started raining as he was doing this, and then it rained the whole rest of the day. That was yesterday. And we had puddles in here earlier this morning. And this clay, you can see my footprints here, like right there. The clay was just sticking to my feet. It was real nasty in here. Now that it's a little bit drier, Cindy and I are going to get out here and do some measuring and stuff and see if this is big enough and how we want him to change it, all that kind of stuff. So I got to get that done before the sun goes down. So all I have left is a wheelbarrow full of stuff, and I'm going to put that away real quick. But first, I'm going to sign off. I also have a load for the dump tomorrow. I got to get this thing completely emptied out. On Monday, my brother's coming up here, and we're going to go to that truck place, and I'm going to have him put a new bed on this. He's getting a bed and taking it back home, and he's going to work on his there, but I just don't have the time. I'm going to have them put it on. Natalie's cutting the grass over there. It's going to rain for the next 3 days, so I'm going to get this stuff put away, and then that'll be it for today. Well, it's 2 days after I started this recording, so this is where I left off. Bunch of miscellaneous stuff in here. I need to get all of this out of here. I think what I'll do, you can see all that's left here. I think what I'll do is show you an after picture of this. I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to film because it's going to start raining again at 3 o'clock and rain the rest of the day and for the next 2 days. So I just have this little window to get as much done as possible. And tomorrow I'm taking the truck in to get a new bed on it. So that's going to mess with that day anyways. So first thing I'm going to do is get this emptied out. And I think I'll just come back and show you once this is empty. And 5 loads down to the container later. And ta-da! She's clean. 100% clean, except for horse stuff. The women folk are going to have to deal with that. That's kind of messy, but that's neither here nor there. Now I got to deal with this stuff. Also, I got junk in the back of the truck. Tomorrow we're going to get that new bed for it, so I think I'm just going to put it in the back of the Gator. Hopefully this will be done fairly quick. Otherwise, I can drive this up to the minivan, load the minivan, and take that to the dump. Some of this stuff's going to the dump as well, and I'm sure I'm going to find stuff in here that needs to go to the dump. But otherwise, most of this stuff's going in the greenhouse or possibly along the back here, but I'm trying to keep this area fairly clear. We'll see. All right, let's tackle this stuff. in the road here, you could see the washout, and in some areas that's a good 6 inches deep. Kind of hard to see in this video though. It's not raining as hard, but earlier the water was just washing right through here. It's coming from all the way up the hill, washing down into the construction site here and up against the house. In front of the house, it's washing right along the front of the house here and through the yard, and a little bit earlier it was washing right through the gardens right here. This whole area right here was underwater. And you can see right here, it's still washing out down that way. Well, the rain started up again, and I guess it's gonna come and go in spurts the rest of the day. We're supposed to have scattered thunderstorms starting at like 4 o'clock, and I believe it's only 1 o'clock right now, but obviously they've started. I don't know if I'll be able to get anything else done today. At least I got the container completely emptied out, and all of this stuff got washed up a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of a shame. I had hoped to get the rest of this stuff right here. There's not really all that much. I just got to get this into the greenhouse, whatever's going in the greenhouse. Some of it's going to the dump and some of it's going back there. Maybe a little bit down in the container with the other stuff that I put down there today, but not real likely. Oh well, I'm gonna have to try to work on this again, not tomorrow because it's gonna rain all day tomorrow as well, and I'm doing that truck stuff tomorrow, but I guess I'll have to get at this when I can. I have to do the layout for the wood shop as soon as that area is dry, but who knows when that's gonna be. All right, it's not too bad out here right now. Oh, I don't know, maybe I can work. I'm gonna go look at the forecast and see if I can get some more work done. I mean, it doesn't matter if this stuff's wet. It's just gonna go in there and it'll dry off in there. Yeah, let me go look at the forecast, and if I can, I'm gonna try to finish this stuff up. We may have a gap in the weather here. Okay, that's gonna have to wrap it up for today. I am soaked to the bone and getting pretty exhausted. I wanted to get these IBC, or whatever they're called, these containers back by the barrels over there, but I got to get all this stuff out of here, and I don't want to just move it. I want to get it where it's going. The barrel has to go, all this little stuff, I got to find a place for it. Well, I actually have a place for the majority of it. This we're gonna have to sell, but it's just gonna take too much time for today, so I'll have to do it in the next one. Let's take a look in here. Yeah, a total sloppy mess here. This has to go back there as well, and all this stuff right here has to have a place as well. There is plenty of room in here. I'm gonna be setting up another bench right here with that board, and once I have that anchor in, which it really doesn't need, but I'm gonna put it in there anyways, I'm gonna fill this space as well. There's still plenty of room under the benches, and the tops of the benches hasn't been organized yet, so I'm thinking that's gonna be a job for a rainy day, but not this one. I think I'm done for the day. So if you want to see that, or if you want to see any of the work that we're doing on the wood shop over here, hopefully we can get that built before the weather turns on us, before it gets too cold. I don't see why not, but if we get too much of this rain, it's just going to be a disaster, so wish us luck on that. So if you want to see that or any of this other stuff, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.